Welcome to day one of the 7-day self-care challenge. Today we're talking about what is self-care, um, and what does it look like for you. So self-care has four different main pieces to it, right? It's your physical, your emotional, mental, and your spiritual self-awareness, self-care, right? That's your health. Those are the four elements of health that we're going to focus on. A lot of our days are going to incorporate both sides of them. There's one day that we are going to talk about getting fresh air, going outside. And while that's physical, it's also good for your spiritual health as well. So hopefully we can incorporate all four of these into most of our days. Today, what I'm going to ask you to do is to check out the file called Self-Care Assessment. If you can print it, it's a PDF, so it should be fairly easy. If not, then try and jot down on a piece of paper your answers. Be as honest as you can. You're not sharing this information with anyone. I'm not going to ask for a copy of it, and I don't want you to post it in the group or anything. The point of this is for you to see where you might be lagging a bit in your self-care. So first we have to assess where we're at, right? Most of you registered on my website for this challenge, and I asked a couple of questions about your self-care to get you thinking about your assessment. And now I want you to fill out, it's about 2 pages, I believe, about where you think you're at. If some of these options, if you're reading through and you're thinking, this doesn't apply to me, then give it a 0 or a 1 and move on. But if you're giving it a low score and you're thinking, gosh, I should really be doing this, then I want you to really consider what you can do to improve those scores, improve those numbers, right? And hopefully this week will help give you some tools to continue doing this when we are not here together. The second part of your homework, for lack of a better word, is to write 50, yes, I said 50 words that you associate with self-care. So whether you want to get creative and make it colorful, obviously you guys see from behind me, I like color. I like to be organized, but that's just me. You don't have to do that. You can just number a list 1 through 50. You can color code them. You can mind map them if you want. Do whatever you want. You're not sharing it. But try and get 50 words that describe what you think self-care is, right? It can be loosely related, it can be directly related. Think of the 4 different pieces to self-care: the spiritual, the emotional, the mental or psychological, and the physical piece to it, right? Mind, body, and soul, for a lack of better words to use. 50 words, list them out, and then drop in the comments for the day one post that you've done it. Give me a thumbs up, a smiley face. If you want to share a few of yours, great. If you want to screenshot your list and post it up, that's awesome too. It's not a requirement, it's appreciated. But just let us know that you were able to finish the challenge, because the big piece here is accountability. And I want you to be held accountable for all 7 days. So I want to see a thumbs up, a done, a little check mark, something that says, all right, I did it. I did the self-care assessment. I did my 50 words and I'm good. I'm ready to roll into day 2. And hopefully we'll be able to have a nice conversation about it. And I will see you tomorrow in day 2.